Which of the following sets are equal? Now, first, two sets are equal if the two sets have the same number of elements in them, and the elements in both sets are the same. Now, notice that the sets A, B, and C all have elements which are letters. So let's first compare sets A and B. Now, how many elements does set A have? They have 4 elements. How many does set B have? They have 4 elements. Now, though they both have the same number of elements, the elements are not the same, so therefore the sets are not equal. Now compare sets A and C. So we can see that set A has 4 elements and set C has 4 elements. Now the elements of sets A and C are exactly the same, even though they are not in the same order. Therefore, sets A and C are equal, and note that since A equals C and A does not equal B, then B does not equal C. Now let's compare D, J, and L. Okay, so here's our sets, so let's take a look at that here. So we want to take a look at D, J, and L. Now, notice that J and L have an infinite number. Let me go ahead and expand this just a little bit more here. Okay, so notice that J and L both have an infinite number of elements, and D has 4 elements. The two sets are equal if and only if they contain exactly the same elements, so D is not equal to J or L, because here you can see that we have 4 elements here, and then all is set and X is a natural number. Here, these are infinite for J and L. Now, the set J is equal to X such that X is equal to 5n plus 6, and the value of n is a whole number, where the whole numbers start with 0, 1, 2, 3. And the set L is equal to X such that X is equal to 5n minus 6, where n is a natural number. Now, again, where n starts with 1, 2, 3, and so on. Now, to determine whether the sets have the same elements, we want to first test some values of n. So, since 0 is a whole number here, we're going to let n equal 0 and find the element of J and the element of L which corresponds to that value. So, we're going to plug in 0 into the value of 5n minus 6. And so therefore, 5 times 0 is 0, minus 6 equals negative 6. Notice that the number negative 6 is not an element of set J, where that X such that X is equal to 5n plus 6 and n is a whole number. Because the expression which gives the elements of set J, 5n plus 6, can never be equal to 0 or less than 0. Now, 0 when n is an element of the set whole numbers is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3. Therefore, the set J is not equal to the set L. Okay, now let's take a look at the next here. Now we want to compare the remaining sets E, F, G, and H. Now a set that contains no elements has cardinal number 0 and is an empty or null set. The empty set is designated by the empty set symbol or the braces with nothing in there. Now notice that set G has the element 0, which is not an element of the other three sets. So G is not equal to E, F, or H. Now set E has 0 elements. Set F has 1 element. Set H has 0 elements. Now, since E and F do not have the same number of elements, sets E and F are not equal. Similarly, sets F and H are not equal. Now, if we compare sets E and H because they have the same number of elements, notice that the empty set and with braces and the empty set symbol both represent the empty sets. So we would say that E and H are equal. So we would say that E and H are equal, and at the very beginning we would say that A and C are equal.